Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The Heat's three biggest head-to-head streaks heading into 2024-25. It was November 16 and Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra was seated at the podium at Kaseya Center for his pre-game media availability. When asked about his team's losing streak to that night's opponent, the Brooklyn Nets, Spoelstra became visibly annoyed. Reporter, what have they done that has caused you guys difficulties the last several games? Spoelstra, I'm not going to concede that. Spoelstra furrowed his brow, raised his right hand in a Wasamitawidiu kind of way, and shook his head. A second later, he grimaced and adjusted in his seat as if the question itself was hanging on his back. The Heat have been among the winningest franchises in the NBA over the last 30 years, with the most successful years captained by Spoelstra. It isn't often that he or his team are asked questions about their struggles against a specific opponent. But on that night, the Heat had lost their last 5 against the Nets. They won by 7 that night to break the streak. With the NBA schedule for the 2024-25 season released this month, it's worth taking a look at the Heat's active regular season streaks, winning and losing, and when they will have a chance to break or extend them. Since we're only looking at the regular season, this doesn't include Miami's Game 2 win over Denver in the 2023 finals. The Heat's last regular season win was before the Nuggets became champions. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo each had 22 in this August 2020 matchup, while Kelly Olynyk added 20 off the bench. Nikola Jokic struggled, finishing with 19 points on 7 of 16 shooting. Jamal Murray didn't play as he was still recovering from an ACL injury. The Heat won't have to wait long for their chance to snap this 8-game losing streak. They travel to Denver in their 8th game of the season. But the Heat have only one win in Denver since 2017. Their home game against the Nuggets isn't until January 17. This is the only other team to which the Heat have lost at least 3 regular season games in a row. The last win was in January of last year. The Heat lost all 3 regular season meetings last season and 4 out of 5 in their first-round playoff loss to the Celtics. After many postseason meetings and classic battles, the Celtics got the best of the Heat last season en route to their 2024 championship. The Heat will get a chance at revenge when they visit the Celtics on December 2 in Boston, where they haven't won a regular season game since December 2, 2022. Miami hosts the Celtics for the first time on February 10. The Heat have the Rockets' number. The last time they lost to the Rockets, James Harden and Russell Westbrook shared the Houston backcourt. This is by far Miami's longest win streak against an individual opponent. Others include the Charlotte Hornets, 4, Sacramento Kings, 3, and San Antonio Spurs, 3. Should Miami Heat be concerned about 21-year-old's injury? As the Miami Heat gear up for the 2024-25 season, the health and development of their projected starting power forward, Nikola Jovic, are crucial for the team's aspirations. Especially with them not making significant additions to their roster over the summer. Jovic, who sustained an ankle injury during the offseason, saw his playing time limited with Serbia at the Olympics in Paris. While the injury may not have raised widespread concern, its possible impact on the Heat's season cannot be overlooked. Jovic's Olympic performance, marred by limited minutes and below-par stats, was less than stellar. He looked nowhere near his best. The Heat are counting on Jovic to be healthy and ready to contribute significantly next season. However, it's important to keep in mind that he is still just 21 years old entering his 3rd year in the league. Fortunately, reports suggest that Jovic is expected to be ready for the start of training camp. Hopefully, the time off between now and then will allow him to return to full fitness. The Heat are relying on significant strides from their young players, including Jovic and Jamie Jaquez Jr. If the Serbian can elevate his game next season, it would greatly enhance Miami's chances of competing strongly in the Eastern Conference. Jovic averaged 7.7 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 2.0 assists in 46 games in 2023-24. Expect those numbers to go up next season as his importance to the Heat grows. If Jovic can emerge as a high-level role player, it would be a massive success for the team. With his versatile skill set, he has the potential to be a vital component of the Heat's present and future. As the season draws near, a lot of eyes will be on Jovic's health and development. Should he stay healthy and continue to improve, the Heat could surprise a lot of doubters next season. It's unfortunately true that injuries have been as big a part of Tyler Herro's NBA career as his magnificent bubble run, sixth Man of the Year campaign, and constant presence in trade rumors. Last season, Herro missed 40 games with knee and foot injuries. During the 2023 playoffs, he missed virtually all of the Heat's run to the finals after breaking his hand in the first game of the playoffs. Injuries have been so much a part of Herro's story that Pat Riley at the end of the season went so far as to call him fragile. The thing is, it hasn't been a recurring injury or lingering issue that has led to this fragility. Freak injuries with long recovery timelines have sidelined Herro for stretches of his Miami Heat tenure. Here's every injury that has caused Herro to miss time throughout his career. Ex-Heat star says Pat Riley put him through workout that involved hand-licking. There are plenty legendary workout stories involving Miami Heat team president Pat Riley. This one, however, is perhaps the strangest. Former Heat center Hassan Whiteside recently told his during a recent appearance on the OG's podcast with Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller. It was when the Heat were considering signing Whiteside, a journeyman at the time, in 2014. "The hardest workout of my life," Whiteside said. He had on a suit, hair slicked back, collared shirt. "I'm really at the point I'm going to black out." And here is where it got weird. It was not skilled, Whiteside said. It was just full-court dunks. He was like, lick your hands and touch highest as you can on the backboard. "I'm getting all kinds of germs from this backboard." Miller and Haslem, both former Heat players, explained what Riley was doing. "One thing about Coach Riley, man, he just wanted to see if he could break you," Miller said. Added Haslem, "He knew the talent was there," Haslem said. "He just wanted to see you mentally." Whiteside passed the test. The Heat signed him that season. He later became one of their first G League-turned-rotation player sensations. At one point, Whiteside played like he belonged atop the league's centers. He earned All-Defensive Team in 2016 after leading the NBA in blocks. The success was short-lived. Whiteside never reached that level again after he was traded to Portland in the summer of 2019. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Hassan Whiteside? Leave your opinion in the comments.